Take me out to the football game. Take me out to the football. No, that's not going to work. Oh, hey, I'm trying to make, you know how the MLB baseball's got that cool, hot single, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, all right? Everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. Probably one of the most popular songs of humanity. Right up there with I Want This Christmas With You. What is it called? All I Want for Christmas Is You. That's not a joke. I forgot the title. So I'm sitting here trying to make the best new song that can be sung royalty free all over the globe and throughout the galaxy, because we know that Plutonians love baseball and also football. All right, let's just come up with more lyrics. Football. Hey Arnold had a football head. Stewie has a football head. Football head, football head. Nah, see, that's not going to work. Jeez. What am I doing wrong here? I got it. All right, perfect lyrics. Here we go. Take me out to the football game. Did I say that before?
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With hosts, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the USFL / XFL news that you didn't know about or want, or it's too late for. Yeah, this episode's very, very late, but I'm trying to play catch up, so bear with me here. The USFL, just pretend we're back in early July. The USFL season has ended, and the XFL season has begun. Sort of. The USFL season was just a second ever chance for the United States Football League to come back and be the alternative league for football. A little bit more entertaining. It's in the summer and the spring and summer, and you're supposed to enjoy it at that time. The league had 8 teams rather, and they played 10 games each over 3 locations. They all of the players were paid a pittance, if you will, something around the lines of $4,500 for active roster players, $1,500 for those that were in practice squad, and $600 for training camps. Now, those games were broadcast only on the course of 2 networks, but then you move over to something like the XFL, and it's a completely different beast. It was started, but the new version is now headed by The Rock and some other folks, and it's kind of supposed to be the regular football as compared to the USFL's. That came from the likes of the guy who did the WWF, WWE, whose name I am surely forgetting. Now, the XFL wanted to pitch itself to league agents as a different version of the USFL. So they wanted to be a little bit more serious. They're saying that they have a little bit more money to offer, that there's more ad space, more things of that nature. But in the end, I mean, it's just out of league, minor league football. But they wanted to be the minor league baseball of minor league football. I went to school in Chattanooga. Chattanooga has a minor league baseball team. Those games were filled with people all the time. But how come USFL and XFL never really had the audience members that it wanted to be? I think it's because we're comparing football to the likes. We're comparing football to the likes of baseball. American football is going to have just tens of thousands of people in the stands enjoying the games. But when it comes to even college can do that. But when it comes to to like a little league, I guess, or a high school game, you're not going to have that much. Not everybody is a high school Texas football player. This isn't Friday Night Lights because they were played on Sunday. Now, moving on, the XFL also announced that 8 head coaches were going to come back, including the likes of Wade Phillips and Rod Woodson and a bunch of other new hires. And those are names that you should know from at least college and the old NFL. But then the biggest kicker, the difference in between the XFL and the USFL, remember the XFL is the minor league version of the NFL, whereas USFL was trying to be a mix of more entertainment plus football. The XFL struck a pact with broadcast networks, including ESPN, FX, and ABC, so the Disney broadcast networks. And that was such a huge thing that could broaden up the audience who weren't relegated to watching, Fox Sports and one other network that the USFL aired on, and that's a huge thing. So Disney was able to get a couple of games for this next upcoming season, which is in 2023, and then we've got the deal that's going to last through 2027. So that's 40 regular season games, 2 playoffs, and 1 championship, all spread across ABC, ESPN, and FX. This is new for FX because they're competing with other networks, cable networks like TNT and USA, which have now become a little bit more less scripted and more sports oriented and reality oriented, because scripted doesn't pay apparently, but people love scripted shows like me. And now we're going to have to deal with sports on FX during a time when they would probably air a marathon of The Simpsons and Family Guy and Bob's Burgers and Always Sunny and shows that people actually watch and rewatch. Anyway, that's the USFL, that's the XFL, that's when those seasons and things are happening. And listen, I know what things and other things are happening. Is be subscribing and check out one of our videos. Of course, you can head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where there are so many great interviews with your favorite comedians that you'll go, oh, he really is doing this after episode 400. I will, and we'll see what happens at episode 500.